Hey guys, I'm Danny.
And I'm Grady.
And welcome to the first episode of
Red Hawk Talk.
We got a whole slew of interviews today for you guys.
We have interviews stretching from performance with show choir down to robotics with clubs and sports.
For our first interview, we're going to have Jacob with Showband.
So why did you join the Showband?
I mainly did it to hang out with my friends. The music's kind of fun too, so music and friends, it's a good combo.
Yeah, same here. What would you say are some of the challenges of Showband?
Probably the music, and then like waking up early. Like the music's pretty hard compared to like concert stuff, but yeah, mainly the music.
What's your favorite part of being in Showband?
Probably the music and hanging out with my friends. Like the music is hard, but like once you get to know it, it's like fun to play.
Would you say Czech is a good band director?
Heck yeah, yeah, he's like amazing.
Wow, what a great interview.
How inspiring.
Well, now we're going to go on to our next interview with Trinity and band.
My name is Trinity, and I brought in Anthony today to interview. So, how'd you get into band?
How I got into band, well, it was something that I just felt a feel for. It just wanted to try something new, out of the norm. So I took up band, and it took me on a whole complete new path, and I've been enjoying it so far.
Nice. How'd you choose the trumpet?
I chose the trumpet. Well, it was like if you wanted to try an instrument, you could, and it was just a variety of all the instruments that you could play.
Nice.
For instance, I just felt a feel for the trumpet. Just my fingers felt like they belong on the keys of the trumpet, and it just stuck with me until here.
What instruments do you recommend to anyone who wants to get into band?
Well, I don't, and I will not recommend any instruments. It's just whoever wants to do the instrument, they have to figure that out themselves. I don't want to put out any opinions because that's just not the type of guy I am.
And how do you recommend someone start getting into band?
How I recommend to start getting into band? Well, they have to just jump right in. Pick a instrument that they like or are wanting to try, and they think they will enjoy it, and jump right in.
And as an update, what events are coming up for you in band?
Well, we have the concert that's this Thursday. There would be choir there too.
Wow, what a voluptuous interview. Right, Grady?
Yep.
Now, let's move on with Grady and show choir.
Hi, my name is Grady Layton, and I'm here interviewing Mr. Meinertz. And I have a few questions to ask you. What made you get into music?
I actually started off as a trombone player in middle school, and then I joined choir in high school, and I fell in love with it.
What made you want to teach the music?
My high school choir director was very inspirational as a teacher and as a choir and show choir director. I got leadership roles in band and choir in high school, and that really, I really enjoyed that, and so that really pushed me into becoming a choir director myself.
Why did you pick show choir?
I picked show choir because of the experiences I had when I was in high school. I loved to travel, I loved the competition aspect of it, the adrenaline rush you get on stage, and I just wanted to help recreate that for other people.
So you're doing correlation right now?
Yes.
And what is your favorite part about this group?
My favorite part about the group is the personalities and the work ethic. This year the group has really stepped up, especially having a year off, and they exceeded my expectations with their level of performance, and I like the drive at the end. I always like a really good closer, and I think when we sing Back in Time at the very end and we speed up the tempo, and just that drive to the end is really fun to watch.
And how is it different from previous years?
This year I think is different than previous years just because, again, we had that year off, and I think there was just that hunger and drive to get back to where we were.
Is this one of your favorite groups you've ever directed, even though you've directed two?
Yes, this is definitely one of my favorite groups.
Oh, hey, Grady.
Hi.
Now on to Sam with Robotics.
Hello everyone, my name is Sam Pizzaro and today with me is Mr. Shaver. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Doing very well. What clubs do you run?
So we have Robotics, which Mr. Frayok and I sort of help with. He's kind of more the engineering side and a little more on the programming side of things. And then we have a computer science club new this year that a student approached me and wanted to kind of bring in some people into the fray to do some programming and hobbying and things like that. So that as well.
All right, awesome. Have you built your own computer?
I personally have not for my own personal gains. I've built a custom computer for an IT fundamentals class that I previously taught, but just kind of given what I use computers for, I've never really had the need to do that.
What laptop would you recommend for a graduating Milton High School student?
It comes down to what school are you going to and what, if you are, and then what they are needing. So don't go out and buy a laptop for college or have Grandma and Grandpa give you one as a graduation gift until you figure out what type you should get, because certain schools and certain programs are going to require that you have a certain device. Some are going to charge you for it, like they're going to give you a laptop and that's part of your tuition. But a lot of programs run in Windows, even though we really like Mac maybe. So you really want to be mindful of what you're doing and what software you're going to need. Like if you're going into the sciences, you're probably going to need Windows and things like that.
Thank you very much, Mr. Shaver.
Watch out, the robots are gonna take over the government.
Now on to Nathaniel with computer science.
Hey, I'm Nathaniel, and today I'm interviewing Cooper here to see what he does here at the school. So Cooper, what do you do here at the school?
Currently I run the computer science club.
So how did you get here to running the computer science club?
I saw that there was a bunch of people interested in computer science and just stuff around that subject. So I decided why not create a club where we can create things to benefit the school.
So what have you been doing recently in the computer science club?
Recently we've been working on creating robots and then programming them to do certain functions. But recently that was cut off because the program for it's not working, so we're just having a bit of downtime.
Do you see anything in the future of the club?
I want to revamp what we do. Probably by making a planner of visiting certain places to see what they do on a day-to-day basis revolving the jobs that come out of computer science, like software engineering and stuff, and also projects we could work on as a group to create that will benefit the school.
Well, thanks for telling us about the computer science club here.
Wow, something I can't even do.
Me neither. Now, on to Yasmin with Archery.
Hello and welcome. Today we have Melissa Studica with us. How are you, Melissa?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Are you a person who's good at sports?
Not the sports that you would think of, I guess.
What kind of sports are you good at?
Archery.
Oh, you're in archery?
Yeah.
What got you into that activity?
Well, I've tried a bunch of other sports and I just did not like them. A few years ago, probably 7th grade, I did Junior Olympic archery development. And I just really liked it.
Wow. What's your favorite part about archery?
Probably just competitions, messing around with my friends at practice, messing with the coaches at practice.
That sounds fun. What's the score that you're most proud of from competitions you've had?
Probably at the Badger State Games, 275. I think I got 275 or 277. It was my highest score.
That's all we have for today. Thank you, Melissa, for coming in.
What an accurate interview.
You're right. Now on to Zach and Liam with track.
Welcome back, Red Hawk Media. I'm Zachary Zimmerman with Tim Wallace here for a track interview. What events do you do in track?
This year I'm doing sprints, so 100 meter through 400 meter and pole vault.
What is your favorite part about warm-ups?
There is one part that I love more than anything else about track warm-ups. Let me demonstrate it for you. So basically, you put your thighs up like this, and you warm up those glutes. And it works. Makes you 10% faster, I guarantee it. So never forget that part. Warm-ups.
How do you feel about being a captain this year?
I am honored. You know, this team is my baby. And I love leading people in warm-ups, giving them advice. You know, I love track, and I love to share my love of track with everyone. So I'm pretty stoked about being a captain.
With Alyssa Fons, other track captain. What is one of your favorite sports?
My favorite sport, between swim and track, because those are what I do now, I would definitely say I like track more. Probably just because I've been doing swim for so long that I got kind of sick of it. But I would say track is my favorite of the two.
What is your favorite track snack?
My favorite track snack is either pears, not the soft ones. Guys, let me put you on something. Don't eat some ripe pears. I only eat my pears unripe. So either unripe pears or flavor blasted goldfish.
How do you feel that people are looking up to you as a captain?
I think I was a captain for swim as well. So I think as a captain, it's most important to just understand that people are watching what I'm doing. So I think it's super important to be like always working my hardest at practice and always like helping other people when they need help and staying motivated and just stuff like that. It is an interesting experience for sure.
Thank you, Alyssa, for taking time out of your day. Do you have anything else left to say?
I don't think so. Thank you guys for watching.
What's up, Hawks? I'm here today with Jeffrey JJ Love, and I've just got a couple questions to ask him about the upcoming season as y'all are just starting practice. So first of all, I mean, to go along with that, how has the first couple days of practice been going for y'all?
Well, we've been inside. You know, it's been snowy, but now that the weather's clearing up, we're really excited to get out here. Numbers have been good, energies have been high. Basketball season unfortunately ended, so we got a couple more kids from that. First couple days of practice have been very good.
Yeah, definitely. So, piggybacking off of that, so what did you do? How did you prepare during the off season for this track coming up?
A lot. It's just being in that weight room, mentally preparing yourself, studying what you did last year, how to be better, getting throws in, getting runs in, really just bettering your body and bettering your mind.
Yeah, absolutely. So next, you know, what kind of goals do you have for this track season? Any PR numbers you're looking to set in that ring right there?
Numbers, not really, but just looking to improve, you know.
Yeah.
That's the best part about track is you're battling yourself. Yeah, there's another team, but you just want to be better every single day. And so just generalize, I want to win conference. I want to make it to state. I mean, everybody wants to do that.
Absolutely. And then also, who's going to be returning this year for the track team that are going to be, you know, some big contributors to these meets?
You know, Garrett Bladel, made it to state last year. Chayton Jensen's coming back for his senior year. Alyssa Fons, Tim Wallace, Maritala back's coming back. We're going to have some excellent seniors this year.
And we do also have interviews with those captains if y'all stick around. Maybe it's before this, I don't know. All right, lastly, just overall, how do you see the season going, success-wise?
Hey, Milton Redhawks Conference Champions 2022. You heard it here first.
Absolutely. All right, so great talking with you, JJ. Looking forward to what's to come for you in this rain.
Thank you.
Peace out, Hawks.
Wow, that man sure knows how to throw.
Speaking of throwing, now on to basketball with Jacob and Owen.
My name is Jacob Osma, and I'm here with Aiden Gall, and I have a question to ask about basketball. When and what made you start playing basketball?
I would say my parents, my mom, my dad, they started me at a young age playing basketball and rec league and kindergarten and first grade, and then I just liked it, so I played it ever since.
After coming off a tough loss last week, how do you feel the game went?
I feel like the game went pretty well. We were up at halftime, and then in the second half we just didn't play defense as well, and then they were just hitting every shot, and we weren't really making it like too much in the second half, so they just executed on that.
How do you feel the season went?
I think the season went pretty well. We only lost like 5 games, which should have only been like 2 games, but you know, we weren't playing well those couple of games, but it was fun playing with all the people on the team, make connections and stuff like that. So,
what was your favorite memory from the season?
Favorite memory would probably be winning regionals. We just had the fans supporting us, and we just had a good bond, and it was really fun. Stuff like that. How does it feel to be a starter on varsity just as a sophomore? Did you see yourself starting on varsity as a sophomore preseason? No, I didn't even know which team I was going to be on preseason, and then Alex put me on varsity, so I just worked my butt off, and then he told me I was going to be starting, so I just had to execute. Well, thanks for coming, and I look forward to playing basketball with you next season.
Wow, that was one slam dunk of an interview.
Yes, it was, Danny.
Now, on to Matt with wrestling.
This is Matthew Pierce with Red Hawk Talk, and right now I'm interviewing Aiden Sinclair, the state champ.
How you doing, Matt?
Good. Good. So, got some questions for you. So, when did you start wrestling?
I started wrestling. I was in, I think, second or third grade. I started in not this room, the old room prior to this being built, and I started with Milton Monsters Youth. And then after second grade, I knew I wanted to do it a little more, so I wrestled in the summer to try to get better, and I started going to Madison, and then I kind of kicked things off. I won U State in third grade, so I didn't place second grade. I made it, didn't place, and then won U State in third grade, and then I kind of fell in love with it. So.
How'd you prepare for the state tournament?
For the state tournament, I mean, a lot went into it. I feel like I would say my biggest struggle was mentally with wrestling being a big mental sport. I kind of think about things too much, and I know I'm a good wrestler. I just got to realize that thinking about it constantly doesn't help. Like I would say directly before the tournament, I probably was distracting myself with like literally anything I could. I would constantly read. I would do Sudoku. I'd goof around with friends. We played Among Us right before the finals. Just things that would take my mind off of the actual wrestling.
How did it feel when you won the title of state champ?
That was an amazing experience. I think it's crazy how high school works. I think I wrestle all year round, like I mentioned, and I feel like I've wrestled tougher matches than that one in particular. I knew the opponent was obviously good, dropping one match that year to the Nebraska state champ, and after I won, I kind of really didn't celebrate like crazy like a lot of people do. I had a lot of respect for my opponent, being one of my training partners off season, and it was just weird. Like I don't know. It's just like you feel like you don't need to celebrate when you know it was just kind of one of those things that you worked so hard for that it was almost expected.
One last question is there anything you would suggest to anyone considering wrestling this year?
Oh yeah, I would try it, man. Try it.
Wow, Aiden Sinclair, what a handsome man.
You're right, Danny. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe.
And tune in next week for another episode of Red Hawk Talk!